with Phil stumping drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill, he promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Charles Benignan doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victims are across the board we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machinio. Norton burping, leaning, ban it matters not if Andrew Banner's chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Claw's cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Three streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome back to DSP Bingo for Wednesday, Monday the 8th of September 2025. Fucking the year's flying in, and it sounds like an old person thing to say, I know, but it honestly feels like a year is just goddamn flying in. Old bastard! I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're enjoying your day so far, and your week and your month so far, you know what I mean? We're over a month into the month of September, you know what I'm saying, so there we go, grand stuff indeed. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope all is well for all. If all is well for all, then that's fan dabby dozy. And if you're not doing too well, then hopefully a wee bit of bingo will make you feel a bit better and all that jazz. But yeah, the bad man is not yet here. The bad man had a very bad day yesterday, and only a very suspicious sounding last second Whale Mary $50 tip turned Phil's night stream into a success. Although was it a genuine one? Who fucking knows? there's a lot to cover today, you know what I mean? The bad man's not yet awake, you know, so who fucking knows what's going on there. A couple of things to go through. First of all, Bob Starsky, I just kind of thought it was a good point that Bob Starsky made. DSP's Marvel token rant that he made yesterday sounds like a kid that has a Sega Genesis shitting on Super Nintendo because he didn't have one. And I kind of felt like to me personally, this was a very relatable sort of comment to make. Because I never grew up with Nintendo, even though it was like the most popular console, but I did grow up with a Sega Mega Drive, the Genesis, you know? So, and yeah, it's one of those kind of things. It's like, yeah, that's kind of relatable to me, so yeah. That's bad, yeah. And I go, hey, Moki's here. So Moki just finished their stream. So Moki just was playing another game. What was the game called you're playing, Moki? Mines? Something Mines? Was it Eternal Mines or something? But I seen you were streaming. I don't know, time to kind of stop by and say hello, but I seen you were streaming. Hope you're doing well. Mines Beneath Us, that's what it was. Mines Beneath Us was a game you were fucking playing. There we go. As usual, you know, there's a few choices for people today, obviously, as well. You got bingo, you can stay with me and bingo if you want. And if you get fed up of me ranting and raving and incoherently, there's WPIG are also live right now. Then you got Marked one as well, I believe he's live too. So there's plenty of variety and options for people to enjoy if you so choose to go and support those other guys as well. But just letting you guys know there's a lot of variety out there. This is the one thing, is the great thing about being a detractor is variety. You know, back in the fucking day, when you rewind the fucking clock back to fucking 2016 or whatever, 2015, 2016, there wasn't a huge amount of variety for detractors to kind of enjoy in this kind of scene. It was like, yes, there was a few content creators that made videos or whatever, but in terms of streaming, most people didn't bother to restream Phil. There was... it was kind of one of those things where it just wasn't done, you know. The SOK were kind of main force or whatever. So these days it's great the fact that there is so much variety and options for people. They can fucking just choose whatever they wish, kind of takes their fancy, and you're not kind of stuck and forced to go with one option. Anyway, this is a little timeline of how Phil's night stream went. DSP is staying 10 extra minutes so he can hit the goal. His words. That was like, you know, half past, well, for Phil it'd be 9:30. For me it was 5:30 in the morning. The UK timestamp is 5:30, but for Phil it'd be 9:30 at that point in time when Phil said that. He also was falling asleep in his own stream again. This is Phil playing a night stream, and this is him falling asleep. Watch the eyes, watch the eyes, watch the eyes. There you go. Eyes are fading. Trying to shake himself awake. Fall asleep here. Literally fall asleep playing the game that he wants people to be excited about.
Yeah, think Chrono Trigger.
Where did that voice come from? Hold on. Was that a video?
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I was so confused at the time of that voice. I was like, what? I'm so confused. The video was muted up until that point, essentially. Yeah, so there you go, Roger's real pretending to have a conversation with you during the fucking video. But yeah, Phil literally falling asleep doing his best to try and keep himself awake playing this fucking game. So there you go. Phil scolds his audience because he didn't hit the goal.
Last time that I played, we also got stuck in a segment where I had to keep going. But all right. And once again, guys, sadly, we just didn't hit the goal. We're close again. 123. Do you realize this is 4 streams in a row it's been like this? I'm serious. Every stream, we make $100 or more, and then we stall right before. It's like $20 to hit the goal. So if this is the case, we're just never going to do DSP tries.
You were saying the volume's low. I don't know why this clip, like, the clips on Twitter sometimes are really low volume. I don't know if it's like Catsburgers for some reason has Phil's clips really low volume. And I'm not entirely sure why. It doesn't really make much sense to me, you know? I wish I understood why. Yeah, it's just... Actually, hold on. How about this? We'll use raw fill. For this bit here, we'll use raw fill, okay? So we'll leave that in pause now. Because raw fill still have the night stream up. So hold on, let me go to raw fill. Yeah, that's a good point as well. Steve says it's a Twitter thing as well. Their players always load. Sometimes I find that way, yeah. Sometimes that's the case as well. But Twitter does it as well with that clip. So anyway. So the night stream, like, as a segment for Salt. Is it here?
I'm stuck. What do you want me to do?
It's just like gameplay. So we have a compilation ready to go. We have a Snort Brunel compilation ready to just enjoy.
Oh my dog! What's up?
I don't want to spoil too much from Snort Brunel compilation, but yeah, good stuff indeed. Thank you very much to Red Yoshi for the £2 super chat who says money, yeah. Exactly, money, yeah. Thank you very much for that, Red Yoshi, very kind indeed. But yeah, Phil claimed at 30, at half past he claimed to go stay 10 more minutes for overtime. And then it keeps going on and on and on. Massive stalling, massive stalling. And here's the outro segment, which I assume will be included in it as well but yeah, Phil literally scolding his viewers for not supporting him.
Time tonight. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I want to say thank you to everyone who supported. And we'll have more of this later in the week. Likely the next time I play this, it's going to be a daytime stream. So
see, this is still YouTube mode, by the way. This is still YouTube mode. Wait for YouTube mode to go off, and then Phil's to go off.
Another, 3 to 3.5 hours of progress, okay? Thank you guys. See you next time for more Chronos the New Dawn.
Brace yourselves.
Okay, you're right, the bolt cutters. That's right, Bill, just remember the bolt cutters. We'll definitely do that next time. Okay, so guys, we're out of time for tonight. Obviously, I stayed late because I got stuck there. This happened, incidentally, last time too, do you remember? Last time that I played, we also got stuck in a segment where I had to keep going. But, all right. And once again, guys, sadly, we just didn't hit the goal. We're close again. 123. Do you realize this is 4 streams in a row it's been like this? I'm serious. Every stream, we make $100 or more, and then we stall right before. It's like $20 to hit the goal. So if this is the case, we're just never going to do DSP tries. It's now been 4 straight streams where we stall at like 120-something. Is there no one out there who wants us to hit our goals this week and can say, hey, here's a few subs, here's a tip? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm playing the new games, right? I'm giving you what you want. This is what people said that they wanted. All the new games. We're tired of you playing old games. So now I'm playing Chronos. We're going to be playing Silk Song tomorrow. We're going to be doing all the things that people want. So, I don't know.
I'm glad Phil mentioned Silk Song, because have you checked out what he titled his stream for the night stream? Per your request. The guilt tripping already begins before Phil's even gone live on the stream. He titled the stream Per your request. Hint, hint. You asked for this, you better support it. Per your request, let's go. Jesus, I mean, it's such like passive aggressive sort of vibes to it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing this for you guys. You guys better show up. You guys better support. You guys better contribute to it. Oh, they're just awful human being. But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. I'm pretty sure Stop Bell's compilation will include this rant at the end as well, so I don't want to spoil too much for it. But yeah, Phil basically scolding his viewers for not, how dare they not give him fucking $150, you know what I mean? Yeah. There'll be more to cover, of course, and that's very soon. But you'll see that in the compilation. But Evil AJ here. So Evil AJ have a tweet to DSP here, which is kind of, he doesn't do it often these days. You know, Evil AJ does not often directly correspond with DSP. There's a clip here, and Evil AJ said, "Hey DSP, the person who you wish to decapitate his head off was me. Allow me to remind you where it came from, since you don't remember. You claim that it was a joke. I'll let the audience decide on that." So there's two clips here, of course. And the first clip
Come
will
the
be...
fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
I think the first clip's from last night. Before I do that, of course, thank you to Moki for gifting a membership to Paddy Quinn. So Paddy Quinn just got a membership there, courtesy of Moki. Thank you very much, Moki, for gifting that very kindly indeed. Good stuff there, excellent stuff. Anyway, this is what Phil said last night when he was playing Kronos.
Was, right?
And the audio's fine for this.
So, I mean, yeah, I used to do commentary.
Twitter is weird sometimes with audio. I don't know if it's just the player or whatever, but this audio is fucking fan-dabby-dozy.
So, I mean, yeah, I used to do commentary like that, so who knows which one it was, right? And I told you guys about the stupid thing about, like 100 years ago, I made a comment that was something to the effect of, like, I was really angry at a person for some reason, and I was like, man, you know, I wish that, you know, like in a cartoon, I could take that guy's head and bounce it around like a basketball and slam dunk it or something like that, right? So I just said it on a whim on a stream. It was like a joke. And people mass flagged the video saying, "Did you hear what Phil said against the guy?" And then YouTube flagged the video and said, "Oh, it's a community strike. You said something threatening against the guy." And I said, "No, I didn't." So here's what I did. I'm smart. I waited about 6 months, and then I disputed it 6 months later. I said I never did that, and then they removed the strike. So it's just dumb stuff like that you'll get stuff for every once in a while. When you've been around as long as I have, it'll happen. But I haven't had any problems anywhere for a very long time.
Okay. So that was Phil's retconned version of events, okay? Let's see Evil AJ provide the receipts of what Phil actually said at the time.
Oh, look, it's probably the same guy who before had the terrible connection when playing with Rock. Yup, it is. It absolutely is the same guy. Yup. No, I can't do anything. I give up. There's no reason to even fight him. There's no reason to even fight him. His connection is so bad, and he keeps changing his fucking name to troll me and play me with this bad connection. Dude, you're playing on wireless. You fucking suck shit. I can't react to anything you do because it drops all the inputs as I'm playing. Look, I couldn't even do anything. Let's put it down. Just put it down. I'm not gonna play you anymore, dude. You fucking suck. You fucking suck. You fucking suck. You play online with a bad connection on purpose and do bullshit. You suck. Go fuck yourself, dude. You fucking idiot. And he keeps doing it. He keeps changing his name, so I'll not know that it's him, and he'll play with the same bad connection to troll me like I care. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking piece of shit. I just want to cave his fucking face in and watch his teeth pop out of his fucking mouth. That's the kind of person that is.
Whoa, that's very different from cartoonishly popping their head off and playing basketball with it. That's a very different sort of threat, Phil. That's quite a visceral, angry threat. Let's rewind and get the full context, shall we? We'll get full context here.
Cave his fucking face in and watch his teeth pop out of his fucking mouth. That's the kind of person that is, seriously. Someone like that who's gonna do that on purpose and follow around just to be a piece of shit when he knows his internet connection is broken and he does it on purpose. That's the kind of person you just want to snap their fucking neck and then slam dunk their head like a basketball. Oh.
Jesus. That is definitely a threat. That is definitely a fucking threat. Phil tried to fucking dismiss it as, I want to just like cartoonishly pop their head off their shoulders and go da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, you know, fucking Harlem Globetrotter. No, that was sheer toxicity and visceral anger from Phil. The bad man is awake, you know, as other people pointed out, Phil Burnell is awake. 11 minutes past the hour, good morning everyone. Phil Burnell finally fucking wanders into his fucking little office. So there we go. So yeah, Evil AJ with receipts to show.
And I told you guys.
So Phil doing his best to fucking retcon shit as usual, whatever, try and pretend like that. This is why Phil got a community strike back in the fucking day, because he like literally made a fucking threat he wanted to fucking hurt someone physically in real life and fucking call him. Jesus Christ. Anyway, fucking go. Phil Burnell, such a wholesome content creator. Phil Burnell, eh? But, and yeah, I'll say, I covered this as well, of course, last thing as well. I swear, this comes across super passive aggressive per your request. Like, you guys better fucking turn up because you fucking guys asked for this, you want this, and it's just unbelievable. And there we go. Fuck it. So, anyway, how about we watch Not Burnell's compilation from the Chrono stream? So, Phil, there's a few interesting little snippets here from the title. I will not lower the goals to $100. Absolute rage, even when there is yellow paint in Chronos. Chronos apparently has yellow paint and Phil freaked the fuck out even though he kind of needs it. So, Phil has to understand that he is literally a reason why yellow paint exists. Like, he is literally one of the reasons why yellow paint exists in video games these days. Anyway, let's watch this robust Snorpino compilation and enjoy.
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing. Make a contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo! Woo! Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good. And it's the power of cultish groupthink mentality. I'm a cult leader. I think the pignosis works.
Well, because of your support over the last year, everything looks much better, right? In fact, I'm just about to start working towards the Halloween marathon. I gotta go figure out what kind of a Halloween costume I want to get, what kind of decorations or whatever for this year, whatever. That's all reliant on you directly supporting the streams. Get it? So if I lower the goals, say, oh, let's just lower the goals now. Let's go down to 100. Guess what? We're right back to square one. We're right back to how it was all of those years, where things were tighter, where I couldn't afford things.
Phil, if that's the situation, maybe you have to fucking reevaluate your lifestyle. Look, if you are struggling to afford things right now in your life, you need to take a good hard look at your fucking life and determine what sort of things you're wasting money on. You know? It is not the audience's fucking responsibility to fucking fund your unsustainable lifestyle. The fact that you're fucking complaining and crying and panicking about only potentially receiving $5,000 a month at least. Like, instead of like your 7,000 or 8,000, it's incredible to me, Phil, that you are freaking the fuck out about only potentially receiving like fucking 5k a month. You know? And like, it's like, oh, hit the fucking panic buttons or whatever. It's like, Phil, you need to take a strong fucking hard look at what you're wasting your money on in your life. And then adjust how you live your fucking life to meet your new financial, your new financial levels of income. Putting the burden on your audience is just going to be giving you, it's not fair on your audience. Can you imagine? It's just ridiculous. I mean, the entitlement of this idiot, man. Just turn around to his audience and say, guys, you need to give me more because I've got an expensive lifestyle that you need to fund. Hint, hint. No, that's not how this works.
I couldn't get upgrades. None of it was available or allowed. Do you want to go backwards? No, we want to go forwards. We want to advance. We don't want to go to regress. You understand? That's why we're not going backwards. I know we can hit these goals. We just got to get motivation to do so. So let's do it. Okay? So
he's making money on these streams, so maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe it's time to pull that rug out from under him too. He's going to continue the clown show and not help himself as long as people keep giving him money to do it. I mean, he needs help, man. And if you just keep enabling him, he's going to keep making this garbage every fucking day.
We have been having frequent streams where the support is good, but we come up literally this short from hitting a support goal. That's why we're still at 44 out of 50. Dead to Rights, we should be at 47 right now. I'm not kidding. We had 3 streams where we were at 100 or more, and then we didn't go over the finish line. So because of that, we're still at 44. It happened for the premiere of this game, Chronos. It happened for Friday Night Fights, and then it just happened for Metal Gear Solid Delta earlier today. Today we were at $126 of support, and we didn't hit the goal. So please, let's get some support.
It's just, honestly, I mean, it sounds like I'm just repeating myself, but for him to complain about only hitting $126 support on a stream. Like, it's just, he cannot appreciate what he has. He fails to appreciate what he has because he's always wanted more, because he is just by nature a greedy bastard. You know, it blows my mind. Honestly, it's just, to me, I love how for Phil Burnell, $126 on a singular stream is a bad day for him. You know? And if I, you know, like, so I do have, sometimes you guys have been so supportive, and I sometimes get streams where it's just incredible support. When I've had streams like that, it's just like fucking crazy. Like, it's more than I fucking deserve, you know what I'm saying? But I love, for people like me, $126 in a stream would be insanely incredible and like unexpected and very rare. But for Phil, it's a bad day. It's because his lifestyle is unsustainable. His audience cannot keep up with his fucking greedy and selfish demands for him to keep forking over $150 every single stream. You know, and Phil won't change his lifestyle because he's too comfortable. His lifestyle must be maintained at all times, because he has certain expectations to fucking, you know, live his life that way.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
But the burden instead is placed on his fucking audience because he's such a selfish bastard. Thank you, Moki, for gifting 5 members to the channel, which gives us a free space. Very kind indeed, Moki, thank you very much. So congratulations to Renan Lemur, Pascal Digital, Barman NHS, Alien from Pluto, and Phoenix will Rise for getting a membership. So there we go. So thank you, Moki, for giving those memberships. If you just got a membership, make sure you thank Moki for their kindness and generosity, and thank you for getting us a free space, Moki. It is very kind indeed. And we have 25 likes, which is our second free space already. Fantastic stuff indeed. There were 2 free spaces already locked and secured, courtesy of Moki gifted members, as well as 25 likes. So thank you very much indeed, guys.
Tonight, we already started great, but here's the thing. We started great earlier with Metal Gear Solid. We were at 60-something bucks when we started the game. Guess what? We didn't hit the goal. So let's rally. Let's hit some support.
Cares?
Let's get some super chats. Let's get some subs. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some tips. Let's hit that goal tonight. All right?
How about let's not? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. There's been a significant change in Phil's behaviour and mannerisms ever since, like, fucking, if you rewind the clock back to 2017, like Phil has always been greedy, okay? Phil has always been a greedy, needy bastard. But the fact of the matter is that he has let money completely take over the purpose of what his streams and channel is meant to be about. Like, you know, Phil at least used to pretend to care about fucking games and have passion for these fucking games, but nowadays it's literally determined by, you know, is the game good or bad? Well, I made so and so money in this game, so no. Like, the money determines whether a game is good or bad, it seems to Phil these days. It is literally the focal point of every single stream Phil does these days. It's about money. It's not about the fucking substance of the game, the quality of the game, the gameplay, the graphics, or whatever. It's literally all about how much money he makes playing that shit. And it's made his content far worse, and I think his audience is starting to pick up on it, and he's not really getting the hint either. Like, Phil needs to kind of regress, essentially, to go back to how things, you know, in terms of attitude and his approach to fucking gaming. You know, because honestly, he doesn't seem to fucking care anymore. Yeah, exactly. Mr. White says I was watching a video where he had $50 goals a year ago. Like I said, remember, Phil used to have 3 goals. The 3 goals were $50, $100, and $150. The $50 was the bare minimum. Phil was happy to have 50 fucking bucks, you know, because it meant 1 goal was hit. He would prefer $100. $100 was his like aim. He was hoping, expecting, you know, $100 per stream. The 150 target was excessive back then. Even by Phil's own standards and words, the 150 was like extra, you know. It was like great, I made even more and I, you know, expected to make fantastic at 150, hooray, happy days. Those days are long gone. And then these days it's 150 or bust. His audience came over $100, but no goal, is it? So therefore it was a bad day. Ah hell. That's the saying, Jara thought them goals are only attracting tips, so not super chats, and very true. Very, very true. Way back in the fucking day. I mean, to be fair, we have, also, as I said, you know, I have a tracker in standby. I always have a tips tracker ready to go. And yes, it's usually piece of piece primarily to track things like the tips only, because that was what Phil usually tracked only, you know, and Phil was like counting money towards his own goals, whatever. Then he wouldn't discuss super chats or memberships being a factor in that in any capacity whatsoever. So all these numbers are purely tips only. But thanks to things like the back rates, we can have a rough idea what Phil was making as well. Courtesy of, like, you know, his YouTube payment was whatever fucking thing, you know. So like every month, on the 20th of every month, whatever, we fucking knew how much Phil got. Like, here's, for example, here, Phil back in 2020 when he was still on Twitch, for example, he made $940 on YouTube. You know, that's, so he wasn't streaming on YouTube then. Let's just kind of, March 2020, okay, 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, Phil was still on Twitch, doing a thing on Twitch. YouTube was just an archive. That's quite an expensive archive. That's a good paycheck for an archive. You know, residual ad revenue, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's mental. So he's been almost $1,000 for an archive channel. You know, but his main source of income, of course, was Twitch. You know. Yeah, it's just. Oh, there we go. Net revenue as well. So it's a good one as well. Net revenue, May 2021. It was like you got 12.5 grand in tips. Patreon's $500, 4,500 on YouTube, whatever as well. As when you start be able to calculate, however. It's just. But back when he was counting, when he was doing the free goals thing for $50, $100, $150, back then it was purely tips only. Super chats didn't count for anything, membership didn't count for anything, nothing else counted for anything. It was literally inspired by tips only because Phil needed that immediate financial gratification. It's only, you know, it was only during the Kino Casino arc that Phil actually implemented counting super chats, memberships towards his goals. You know, it's quite a recent change.
Right?
There's many weeks when I'm living literally paycheck to paycheck, stream to stream. It's tight and it's all the time. Things are incredibly tight, and I'm hoping I have enough money for my day off this week.
You gotta be kidding me! How is this fair? Are they kidding me? That's not fair at all. You can't see anything and they make zero noise. They're literally playing dead until it's too late. I'm just gonna come in and run by him, or maybe I can just punch through the door and run right by his body. Here he goes. Here he goes. Flamethrower fuel, but at least I got him. What? There's a third? Dude, they seriously made every single one that was growing up before be alive now. I can't move! No, I can't move! I'm done! So it grabbed me, and I couldn't get away because it basically put me against a wall with nowhere to turn or move, and the other enemy got me from another direction and instantly.
You have done that yourself!
To kill me. Complete bullshit.
And I'm going to say this publicly to everyone out there. If you're addicted to contributing to anyone, me, or any other content creator, please seek help and stop.
Phil's going live, apparently. The bad man's going live. Oh, God help us all. And he is. So, I think we'll have the black shirt today. I'm calling it now. The black begging shirt will be worn, and he shall look all forlorn. Shall we have a return of the black begging shirt? We don't! It's grey! Or is it the white one for your state? It's just gone all fucking grey because I didn't wash it yet. But yeah, I was wrong. It's not the black begging shirt after all. Tragic. Oh, I feel so silly for fucking suggesting it was a black begging shirt. How dare I get that wrong? Oh, the shame of it all. Nice shirt, 25 cents. Anyway, let's enjoy the rest of this compilation, shall we?
fuck this, dude. I ran back because
Can I ask, why is he running the complete opposite fucking way? what I was gonna say, like, does he not understand that he's running the complete opposite direction and he's running back down the fucking stairs? Like, he doesn't pay attention. He's not taking any of this in whatsoever.
the game turned me around.
Unbelievable. I had to lie about things because I had to protect my ego.
I didn't do that. The game actually turns you around. Dude, I need to run straight and the game turns you around. The control is terrible in that way. That's just dumb. All I want to do is break free and run straight, and you're completely running backwards. How does that even make any fucking sense? How could you run backwards? Awful.
You turned yourself around, facing that direction, and then you started running that way. That's how.
All right, we'll play for like 10 more minutes, but guys, this is it. This is the end of the stream. Please support it. Let's go. Let's hit the goal. We're right there to hit the goal. We can do it. We haven't hit a goal in 3 streams. Let's break that bad streak right now and hit the goal tonight, okay? Let's go. Support the stream rally for a fun stream. If you've enjoyed it, every bit counts. $1. Seriously, 1 sub, 1 super chat, 1 little tip, all adds up and we will hit that goal. So let's go right now. It's disgusting. It's greedy. It's gross. It's shitty content.
What me to do? This is dumb shit. Awful. Completely awful gameplay. While you're outrunning 17 enemies that there's no way you have enough ammo to kill, you're also supposed to magically know how to do that puzzle on the fucking fly. Dude, I just got hit at a checkpoint. Like, that's my fault. What is wrong with this game?
I do drink, though, occasionally. And quite frankly, maybe tonight is occasion for a drink.
What's going on? I can't see. What the fuck am I doing?
I mean, that's a question we've all been asking ourselves for a long fucking time, Phil. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm stuck. What do you want me to do? This is
Not fucking that.
awful. This game fucking sucks, dude.
Whining, complaining. Okay.
This is terrible. What did I do wrong?
Everything!
What the fuck am I doing wrong? How am I supposed to do this? They're insane. Yo, they're literally fucking insane. They want me on the fly to figure out I need to stand on that platform and then push it and have it lift me up. How the fuck would I know that? So now I gotta replay another 5 minutes because the checkpoint is terrible. I'm gonna get hit.
Oh no, 5 minutes of Phil Bingo's time during the game does not realise how precious Phil's time is. He has no fucking spare time as it is.
Right away here, even though I shouldn't get hit. Oh, I actually didn't get hit. Yo, that is fucking garbage. Complete grade A fucking garbage right there. What do I do?
If only there was like some sort of visual clue on the screen that painted yellow.
Wow, this game is great. No, I'm telling you, this is shit. What do you want want me to do, man? I was supposed to know again. Don't do the second one. Again, trial and error 17 times to figure it out. Because there's no way you could fight all these enemies. You don't have enough...
You would stand still and rant and rave, Phil. No wonder you get hit.
You don't have enough ammo and life and flame to kill all these enemies. It's impossible. Obviously, I stayed late because I got stuck there. This happened, incidentally, this happened last time too. Do you remember? Last time that I played, we also got stuck in a segment where I had to keep going. But, all right. And once again, guys, sadly, we just didn't hit the goal. We're close again. 123. Do you realize this is 4 streams in a row it's been like this? I'm serious. Every stream, we make $100 or more, and then we stall right before. It's like $20 to hit the goal. So if this is the case, we're just never going to do DSP Tries. It's now been 4 straight streams where we stall at like 120-something. Is there no one out there who wants us to hit our goals this week and can say, hey, here's a few subs, here's a tip? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm playing the new games, right? I'm giving you what you want. This is what people said that they wanted. All the new games. We're tired of you playing old games. So now I'm playing Chronos. We're going to be playing Silk Song tomorrow. We're going to be doing all the things that people want. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to tell you guys. I tried my best today, really. You know, I did a long, entertaining podcast. And, you know, again, the thing is, here's the thing. This is not horrible. It's not like, oh, wow, Phil did horrible today and he's ungrateful. It's not. Thank you. This was a good day. The support is good. Dude, 100.
It was an exceptionally good day for you, you ungrateful fucking swine. Jesus Christ. All of it feels, yeah, but I was entertaining. I know I was entertaining because I was speaking. When anytime I speak, I know it's automatically entertaining. I show up and talk, therefore I'm entertaining. Give me a money's, I deserve it.
$123 is great. But the thing is, we're just not hitting the goal, and it's by a narrow amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we're off by so much, so I'm still good, but I can't believe that we're not hitting the goal when we're that short. So, that is it. I gotta get out of here. I already stayed extra late.
It's not like I'm some midlife crisis miserable dude who's like, man, I hate it. I really backed myself into a corner. I'm going to... Dominic says, did you see my tip? No. Dominic, did you just send a tip? When did you send it?
That is for certain.
There's nothing there. Should I manually check? Hold on. Dominic says, did you see my tip? Nothing has come through. Apparently he sent a tip almost 20 minutes ago.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Finally, for the first time in 3 days, we just hit a goal here tonight on DSP Gaming.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
Thank you so much. I knew it was gonna happen at some point, and I'm so happy that it did. Thank you, Dominic, but everyone else too. There were tips earlier, super chats. There were some subs tonight. Everyone came together. Thank you guys so very, very much for your support. All right? Thank you. He's gay! There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I fucking love it. But let's just fucking take it into account, okay? So Phil was apparently tipped 20 minutes before that rant. So Phil chose to, instead of checking properly on PayPal whether he had tips in. So if we're to believe Phil, okay, I know it's a long stretch. Let's just say, for example, hypothetically, let's just fucking say Phil was being honest here. So he never bothered to properly check his PayPal and instead decided to fucking just go off on his audience for not supporting them again. Guilt trip them again. Have a fucking little fucking crisis, session with his audience again. Belittle them again. The guys would keep failing. I don't know why we keep failing. We're so close. No shit. He never, instead of like checking manually himself just to fucking make sure nothing came in, he automatically went to just shaming his audience. Even if we take Phil's word as true, it's still a bad look for him. Where his automatic go-to move is just to be a dick to his audience and fans. Rather than just checking whether the fucking money came in or not from PayPal. But there you fucking go. Anyway. The bad man is live. And we got one pause and ready to fucking go essentially. But of course I was like, we need bingo number. We need bingo numbers. To play bingo we need to play, a bingo number to generate a bingo card for today's show. So the first number in chat I see, the number is of today's bingo card. We have 2 free spaces already. But I'll also go through 3 spaces and all that jazz in a little bit. But first of all, let's just get a bingo card picked. And to pick a bingo card, we need a random number. The first number in chat I saw was from the Baron. Baron Von came, who said 69. Excellent, indeed, 69. There we go. This is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following for today's bingo. We need Phil to say, actually. You know what I mean. Hate to say, reality, and basically. The second row is Phil saying what I mean by that is. It is what it is. What the fuck are you talking about? Babble, I said, what are you talking about? Him giving a thumbs up, and Tim saying react. The third row is Phil saying necessarily, thumping style, like an RGB style. Right now, in fact, and nervous. The fourth row is Phil saying, Phil discussing the weather in some capacity, him saying members, people saying, his voice cracking, and Tim mentioning RGBs. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying kick, him doing hang grass, which is where he demonstrates something like going either up or down in the mega value. Him being on Twitter X or talking about Twitter X, him saying example, and finally, you guys. So there you go, good stuff indeed. That's today's bingo card we have for today's show. Dapper Dragon is saying my chat's on top chat. I think I have no choice. Like, from what I see on OBS, it's live chat. But I think on screen, I have no way of changing how it shows on screen, if that makes sense. I don't know if there's a way to try and have live chat show on screen for you guys, if that makes sense. Because it gives me a link, I put a link in the OBS whatever, but I think by default on OBS side or whatever, when you put a link in, it's automatically just top chat. So I don't really know. I mean, I have selected it myself. I can see live chat, if that makes sense. But I have no way to select it when I put it into OBS, if that makes sense. I have no for me anyway. I have no real no way of making sure it's like top chat. Like I have no I have no option for that. All I have is But yeah, that's on me. As well. Like, honestly, Sonny, I'm not talking about what happens on the stream chat itself. I'm talking about on the screen. I think Dapper Dragon was referring to the screen chat under the bingo card, not the YouTube chat you see in the site. But yeah. Anyway, get back on to bingo, of course. That's a bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you very much for helping me pick today's bingo card. Very kind of you indeed. So hopefully we can get a full house of this robust looking bingo card. Now, there's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo card today. For example, for every 10 burps, snorts or sips that Phil does, we get a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds he begs, we also get a free space. If Jade shows up and Phil says hi to Jade, we get a free space. For every 5 new or rejoining members we have to these bingo streams, we get a free space for that also. And finally, 25 likes, we get a free space, which we already have. 50 likes, we get a second free space. 25 likes, we get a third free space. If we manage to get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get another free space, but on top of that, you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by supremely talented Pigstar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes being hit on the bingo stream. If you guys are in full direct control of some ways we can get free spaces on his bingo card, the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he is. So there we go, good stuff indeed. Now some more things to go through of course, but I'm going to let AI Phil Burnell explain that for me.
Well, hello there, AI Phil Burnell here in the digital flesh. Here to tell you about Marbles on King Jad's Bingo Baddies stream. To add your name to be part of the Marbles games, use the exclamation point Marbles in chat to see how easy it is to do it. And at the end of the month, a winner will be picked. It's just that easy.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Under a Hawaiian shirt.
Thank you very much for AI Phil Burnell for explaining that, and thank you as well to Larry for gifting a membership to the channel, and that membership went to Jack Tripper. So Jack Tripper, if you get a chance to make sure you thank Larry for gifting you a membership, very kind indeed, Larry. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, 3 more either new or renewed memberships and all that jazz. We get another free space because Mookie got to 5 earlier on, and plus Mookie also got another one, as well as yourself, Larry, gifting one there. So we're free away for another free space in that regard. Cool. I think I've gone through all the bases when it comes to bingo stuff, and the only real thing left me to do is just for me to press the random Scottish Soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Get screwed.
I mean, honestly, at some point in time, it's just going to be half a Scottish Soundboard, just by fucking Monkey being fucking mental. But there we fucking go. There we go. That's the sound we have leading us into fucking battle today. Now, before we start bingo properly, I do have a wee admission here. I'm eating my dinner right now, but I'm trying my best not to let it interfere with bingo, you know? But needs must. I'm eating dinner right now, but I don't want to turn this into some sort of fucking episode of Feasting with the Poorly King or whatever. No, it's just bingo. I'm going to bingo, do my best to have bingo. I don't want to fucking have you guys listen to me fucking chewing food down the microphone. I'm not going to do that to you guys. But yeah. But please, if I miss things on the card, let me know as well on the card. Because I'm a bit, also, I'm eating dinner, so I might be a bit distracted and not be paying enough attention to the bingo card. But yeah, if something shows up in the card and you see it happen and I've not ticked off, please by all means let me know, and I'll get on top of that. And people are asking what so people are asking what it is. It's a Chinese takeaway, robust meal. You know, a succulent Chinese meal. What is my crime? Get your hands off my Chinese. Anyway, okay. Anyway, it's time to start bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Everyone, on today's show, we've got very chill vibes because today, besides just getting caught up on all the current playthroughs and the like, there's nothing really going on in the realm of gaming. And so, today we're going to have a very chill and interactive stream where we hang out and talk. If that means that it ends up being a shorter podcast, that's all good. We can jump into gameplay all that much sooner. But I hope that you're ready for some interaction and chill vibes because that's what today's show is all about. Sit back and relax. It's time for a very laid-back episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Basically, he has absolutely nothing to talk about. Nothing at all. He said chill 4 times. And yes, both sides for you to reference. I know you're doing well. Yes, I do. Definitely indeed. We have 50 likes. Fantastic. Another free space. Fandabidozy. Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast. As I stated, today we don't have anything too crazy going on. I don't have much to cover in terms of like game news or topics or anything that's like a big update. And so today, we have a much more laid-back vibe. Today we have an Under the Sea theme for my RGB light show. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And I'm all chill and relaxed and ready to just interact with all of you, see what you want to chat about this morning. We'll briefly do an update on all of the current playthroughs that are going on and an update on the schedule.
Did he just say react with all of you?
Theme for my RGB light show. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And I'm all chill and relaxed and ready to just interact with all of you, see what you want to chat.
Interact. I thought I said react. Sorry, I typed off react because I thought I said react. Interact with you all.
About this morning. We'll briefly do an update on all of the current playthroughs that are going on and an update on the schedule so that you know what's coming up this week. It is a very busy gaming week covering multiple games. We're actually going to see at least 2 playthroughs conclude. We're going to get a big chunk into others. It's going to be a great one, all right? So good morning. How is everyone today? Let's take a look here. We got Game Dude, Schnitzel Sandwich, Karundum. Who else we got? Hashtag Fluffy, Matt and Mike. Try plugging it in. It's hard to read that one. Velocity, Original Grant, Chris, Tron Gates Legacy. Good morning to everyone on YouTube. Over on Kick, who do we got? Bella Goth, NeuroMD, RGB Kings, a Featherless Biped. A Featherless Biped, that's an interesting name. Who else? Come on, we're all the LARPers today. Speak up. Where's all the Kick LARPers? Where you all at? You get it? Username's already taken. Now that's a good one. That's a good name. Okay. CyberElk, good morning. Lego Inventor, how are ya? And Sean, what's going on? Narwhal Gaming X, what's up, what's up? All right. Million, what's up? Levi Tip. We got Big Huge Gum, who says, have a great Monday, Phil, and popped their message here for their membership. Thank you. It's already a member, so it doesn't count towards the stream for support. However, thank you for being a member in general, and welcome. Thank you for the well wishes. Ian, how are you? Turtle Sniffer. Hope everyone's doing well, and you're ready for a fun full day of streams here on DSP Gaming, because that's what you're going to get. All right? So let's talk a little bit quickly. Let's do some housekeeping stuff, shall we? And get everyone caught up on the status of the playthroughs and things that I'm currently doing. Jasper Kitty has just snuck into the office. He's right here next to me. I'm going to jump on the chair this morning. I'm not sure. So, systematically, let's go through each game. Gaia 1, how you doing? Gabriel, how are you? And I'll give you my opinions on what's going on with each one in the status. All right, so first off, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. All right, we're at the end. Like, literally, we're at the end. Not the boss, the end. We already beat him. But we're actually at the final leg of the game. We're at the final boss, which is the boss. That's actually interesting, isn't it? That there's a game that the boss is actually the boss. I wonder if Kojima was actually going for that when he made it. And so, why haven't we beaten Metal Gear Solid Delta yet if I'm at the final boss? Well, it's because it's a Metal Gear Solid game.
Boss.
This final boss is going to take a little bit to beat. I remember the boss being a tough boss fight
Boss.
because it's all about sneaking and CQC and stuff like that. Now, maybe it won't be as tough as I remember, simply because this game has improved controls. The CQC is insanely easy in this game. Like, ridiculously easy compared to the original game. I'm just tossing every enemy everywhere, you know, like a sack of potatoes. So it's pretty easy to get through it, and maybe the final boss will be easy. However,
Boss.
we all know that the end of every single Metal Gear Solid game has an insane ending sequence and cutscenes. So I got to the boss at the very tail end of yesterday's stream. And I was like, even if I stay like 10 minutes extra to beat this boss, there's no way we can see the end of the game. I have to skip it. Casper boy, be careful with your toes there. You got claws there, buddy. You can get my leg. So rather than rush through it and basically ruin the ending, I said, here's what we'll do. We will do a night stream later on in this week, probably like Wednesday night, Thursday night. I think I have it in the schedule. Maybe we'll check it in a bit. And we will wrap up this game, but give it proper time to finish. So that way we can see the final cutscenes. I can comment on them. I actually want to do like a summary, maybe a wrap-up video that I could do as a channel highlight so people know my overall thoughts of the game. Okay? So that'll be coming up later in the week. And then, since that will probably only be like an hour of that stream, we'll probably take the second half of the stream just to chill, just to hang out, you know, and decompress and have a little hangout session at the end of the stream, okay? And by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing with my shirt, I definitely should have, like, done something like iron this shirt. The shirt just keeps, like, self-folding itself. It looks annoying. I'll just ignore it, though, because it's going to keep bothering me if I keep looking. Okay, so Metal Gear Solid Delta, it's about to end. Literally one night stream, that'll be the end of it, and it'll be on the books, okay? Chronos: The New Dawn. So last night, I did a 2+ hour stream of Chronos: The New Dawn. You might say, well, how's it going? You know, what's your updated opinion on it? Well, here's what I have to say. Story and world building, creepy atmosphere and survival horror vibes, tenseness, graphics, everything there, I gotta say, is excellent. If you are into survival horror, notably if you like more old school survival horror, not the more modern, first person walk around and click things, but instead actual resource management, you know, creepy enemies, big jump scares, really weird, twisted story, you're gonna like Chronos: The New Dawn. That's gonna be right up your alley, okay? However, I will say, the gameplay elements of the combat are a little bit disappointing. And what I mean by that is, the game purposefully gives you so little resources. And now, at this point, I'm around 4 or 5 hours in, it is throwing so many enemies at you at a time. There's only 2 ways for you to persevere in this game, okay? Way number 1 is that every single time you walk into a new area, expect that you're going to be replaying that area. The whole purpose of your first attempt to walk into an area is to scope it out, see what's in that area, where are the items, where are the explosive barrels, how many enemies, where are the enemies, what triggers the enemies, are there any puzzles that you need to figure out on the fly that you can maybe figure out but be able to do more quickly once you know the solution. That's your goal. And it may even take you 1, 2, 3 different attempts at scoping out an area before you figure out, okay, here's what's going to happen. There's going to be 4 enemies, 2 at the beginning, 2 at the back wall. I'll grab the first 2, lure them over to an explosive barrel, shoot the barrel, that'll kill the first 2 enemies. Second 2 enemies only spawn when you go to the back wall. One of them is a sniper, so you have to dodge and then immediately snipe, and then one comes from behind, turn around, kill that one, you're good. So you could play the game that way. And if you play the game that way, likely what'll happen is you'll be able to fully explore, you'll be able to get an insane amount of resources, upgrade items, and the like, and you'll probably fully enjoy the game. However, to play the game that way will literally take you an insanely long time. I want you to think about how I just described it. That one room that I just described would likely take you 20 minutes because you have to go in the room 3 times just to figure it out, what you're supposed to do, and then you actually have to pull off that perfect run, right? Now,
who fucking cares?
There is definitely another way to play it, and that's to run like a bat out of hell through everything, grabbing as many items as you possibly can on that first attempt, skipping through until you can finally get to that checkpoint that you're past the enemies and they can't follow you anymore. Okay? In my opinion, either way is fine. Either play style is perfectly good. It's up to you to decide, how do I want to play this game, okay? But I think
Playstyle doesn't count. Playstyle is not. Playstyle is one word, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's hold on. Is playstyle a word? Let me check. Let me check this. Let me Google this. Is playstyle one word? Shit. Well, put it this way. It's when I search on Google, it doesn't include a dash, and it seems to be an acceptable word on its own. You know. Hold on. Is it play style or play style? Let's ask Google. Hold on, there you go. Google has answered this here. Here we go. The correct, is it play style of a dash or play style? And the correct spelling is play style, written as one word to describe a unique manner in which someone. So there you go. It is no dash. Hey, I stopped. I checked. Google says it's one word. Playstyle doesn't count. So I don't know. I'm just saying that's what Google's saying. I don't know. Take it up with Google.
Some people are like more biased one way or the other, and they'll be like, oh, you're supposed to be taking your time. Oh, well, it's more realistic if, you know, you're running through and you're trying to avoid and dodge. Because I think back to like classic Resident Evil. In Resident Evil 1, you are literally not supposed to attack the enemies unless you have to. Their game doesn't give you enough ammo. So you have to dodge zombies and things in original Resident Evil 1. Then later on, you have to fight all of the tougher enemies because you saved enough ammo to fight them, right? So that's the style I come from. That's where I go from. That's why when I like to play these games, like, hey, if I can get past it on the first try, I want to. I don't want to have to case a room for 20 minutes. But I definitely can see both sides of the equation and why some people would like it one way or the other way, okay? Here's the thing. I feel like if you take your time and you case the room and you do it that way, you'll probably get a little bit more out of the game, okay? However, I am a streamer. I am not someone playing this game offline, single player for myself, in my own room. I am here on a live stream attempting to entertain an audience. If I take 20 minutes to beat every room of the game just so I can grab every resource, every piece of ammo, every crafting material, and every upgrade, you're going to be bored. It's going to be way more...
So, with that logic in mind, Phil, why were you so fucking dead set on taking 3 hours to explore the first level of Donkey Kong Bonanza? Using your own mentality. So it's strange how Phil's streamer mindset kind of doesn't seem to work for some games. Like sometimes you'll completely forget that streamer mindset and think, oh wow, I'm going to spend 3, 4, 5 hours in this first level. Like, wow, that's great, Phil. Please don't do that. It's because we're bored to death.
Entertaining to see me try to survive running through these areas like a crazy person, you know, chicken with their head cut off, as they say, and, you know, raging when I die, and then finally persevering. Case in point, that's exactly what happened last night. So we went into a big new area that's kind of a open area, although it is linear, but it's open and big. You can't see because there's like dust in the air. And I go to this first area, and it's like, enemy spawns, enemy spawns, enemy spawns, enemy spawns. Oh shit, let's go. I run. I start smashing boxes, grabbing items. Enemy spawns, enemy spawns. Oh my god, now there's like 6 enemies after me. Keep running, right? More items, more items. Oh my god, there's a giant mini boss enemy. Run past him. Run all the way to the end of the stage. There's a puzzle. Now, if I know... Okay? If I know how to solve the puzzle, I can get through this. But of course I don't. So now I'm trying to figure out on the fly, how do I solve this puzzle, right? How do I do it? And, you know, it's frustrating. Let's put it that way. Because you're trying to do something fast, it's not apparent what to do, and then immediately the enemies show up and they smash you in the face. Game over. Start over from the very beginning of this area. So here's the thing. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to beat the area, rushing through it. If I'd actually taken my time to try to kill every enemy, I'm not kidding, the area probably would have taken 30 to 45 minutes. And the stream would have been bored, and I probably would have run out of time on the stream. I actually stayed late anyway to find a save point. So that's what I mean. Like, I feel like Chronos: The New Dawn is a game that...
You didn't stay late to find a save point. You stayed late to try and get some more money. Because you're a greedy bastard.
If you have unlimited time, and you want to play it in that way, it's probably going to be a great time. But if you are someone who has limited time, you're trying to entertain an audience, you got to try to play it in a different way, you know? And that means that it's going to be a tougher playthrough because I'm not going to find all the upgrade items and have everything necessarily to succeed, right?
Burger.
So, basically, I like the game, but, you know, gameplay-wise, it's not modern survival horror. It feels like an older game, and it feels like the kind of game that is painstaking, okay, because they made it so difficult. It's not for everyone. Anyone who's only into more modern games is going to be like, oh, I don't understand. Why is a game like this, you know? For me, I've been there, done that. I played the classic survival horror games, so I get it, and, like, I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. I know what it is now, and as I continue to play it, I kind of know how to approach it and to tackle it, but, man, there's some cheap stuff. Like, for example, you'll go through an area, and you'll see enemies on the wall, and they're not triggered. Like, they don't work. Even if you shoot them early, they won't die. But then when you backtrack through the area later, oh, now the enemy activates. Well, I knew it was there earlier. Why couldn't I just kill it ahead of time? No, that's not possible. You can only fight the enemy when it decides to trigger. It's like, oh. So it's that kind of game. I mean, really, that feels like outdated game design, because that's how games used to be, like PS2 era, PS1 era, you know? But, you know, I am enjoying it. So, more of that coming later on in the week. I hope that you guys will join me. The next stream of Chronos will actually be a daytime stream. I think I'm doing that Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's daytime stream is going to be Chronos, and I'm actually not doing a podcast tomorrow, so that way we can actually get maximum progress in Chronos. I've heard that it's around a 15 to 20 hour game, and right now we're just around 5-6 hours in, so by tomorrow, hopefully we hit the halfway point, okay? Cool. Okay, what other playthroughs are we in the midst of? Well, tonight, we're actually starting up Hollow Knight Silksong for real. You know, when I played it last week, it was just a 1 hour, gee, I wonder if this will work kind of scenario. And I played it for that hour, and people really seemed to like it. And I was shocked because, you know, Metroidvanias typically don't do well on this channel. So the fact that it actually was doing well and people were liking it and supporting it, I was like, oh. So hopefully that crowd shows up tonight. Because as I stated, I'm totally down for Metroidvanias. I like Metroidvanias. I think that they're great games. I really do. I've always enjoyed Metroidvanias. Starting back from, you know, original Metroid all the way through the Castlevania series, when it became like that, all the way through modern Metroidvanias, of which there's a ton. But the problem is they historically don't do well on my channel, okay? I mean, honestly, that's why I avoided Hollow Knight. That's why I didn't play other games as well of that similar formula. So let's see tonight on the late stream. I hope you'll come by around 7 p.m. Pacific time, and I hope that you'll join me for Hollow Knight Silksong. If this stream does well, that will convince me to play it as a full playthrough and to basically maybe experience more of these games in the future and give them a shot. But if tonight I actually do my first stream of Silksong and we get people that don't show up, don't engage, and don't support, I'm going to be like, well, I guess I told you so. I historically knew these didn't do well, and here we go again. It's not doing well, right? So I hope that you'll join me, okay? So let's see. Let's see how it goes tonight as I give it a fair chance, okay? Cool. So what else is going on? Well, I'm playing Gears of War Reloaded, and I'm doing the campaign for your request. Originally, I was just going to do multiplayer, but overwhelmingly, people demanded the campaign instead. So we started the campaign last week, and I'm about 4.5 hours into it. I'm in the middle of Chapter 3, or actually Act 3, and I think there's 5 acts, so I'm about halfway through it. I'll be playing more of that tomorrow night on the lead stream. So far, it looks great. Plays well. I'm playing on hardcore, so it's way more challenging, and I'm dying a lot, but at the same time, I'm persevering, and I think it's a fun playthrough. My first time ever experiencing that campaign. I kind of get why Gears of War was seen in such high regard, because I do think the campaign is great. I like the variety in the environments and things. So more of that coming. I'm excited for that. Once we beat that campaign, likely I will go back to the multiplayer and give it another shot and go from there. Hopefully, you know, the game works out as a you know, good variety of content. Now, of course, I'm playing Suikoden 2, and that continues today. This is a fun throwback JRPG game from the PlayStation 1 era. We played Suikoden 1 earlier this year, and the playthrough did very well, so I committed that I would play Suikoden 2 here during the summertime, and here we are. We're in the home stretch of the summer, only a couple weeks left in summer, and we're playing it and enjoying it. At this point, we're heading into the central part of the game. This is a great part of the game because now you finally get to start recruiting for your army, which you weren't able to do previous. We're also in a new area of the map with all new locations and plot and things, so it's actually one of the better parts of the game. I'm very excited to jump into that today. Okay? So those are the games that are currently in the main rotation. We also have Friday Night Fights Capcom vs. SNK 2. However, I explained this yesterday, and again, just to reiterate, I'm not convinced that this is going to keep working long-term. We are finding way less players now, and the players that are left have awful connections and actually are just lag-abusing idiots who don't understand Capcom vs. SNK 2. All they want to do is abuse rollback netcode to get cheap wins, which makes it insanely unfun to play. Who cares if you beat an Ultimate Grandmaster if all the guy does is roll and mash buttons? It's not even fun. It's just stupid. So, I'm going to play it again Friday night. We're going to see how it goes. I'm hoping that it goes well and we find players and that support comes in and everything is good. But if we need to retire it and maybe have no fighting games in the rotation for a little while, then so be it, I guess. We give it a little bit of a break and maybe we'll come back to fighting games in a month or two when the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection comes out. Okay? So there you go. That's the rotation. That's what's going on. I predict that by the end of the week, we will have finished Metal Gear Solid Delta, of course, because we're at the end, and the campaign of Gears of War Reloaded. We may start multiplayer of Gears of War Reloaded for some variety. We'll probably, if Silksong goes well tonight, then probably we're going to really hunker down and play a lot of Silksong. The only other thing going on right now is everyone keeps asking me about, am I going to play Borderlands 4? And the answer is no, not right now. Okay, Borderlands 3 I played, I did not like it at all. I thought that the plot was atrociously boring and bad. I thought the characters were obnoxious. I didn't like the humor, which is hilarious because I actually did like the humor of the first two games, but I felt like the third one was too forced and cringy. And it ended up being a big grind, repetitive, crappy game and didn't even work as a playthrough. You guys didn't like it, I didn't like it. So I keep telling you guys I'm not into Borderlands 4, but let's say Borderlands 4 does release in a few days and everyone says that it's good, then I would consider it, but I'm going to let it be a wait-and-see attitude rather than say, oh yeah, let's do it, and then it ends up sucking and it's horrible and boring, okay? I don't want to commit to something that's crappy. Okay, now, in addition to all of that, all right, once we start wrapping up playthroughs this week, okay, the next major games that are coming out are on the very end of the month. September 25th, we have Silent Hill F as well as the Sonic Racing Crossworlds game. I have a marathon coming up on September 26th, which is going to be the worst games ever marathon, of which we have like 10 already that we could play, including that awful Gollum game, that Kong Skull Island game, Big Rigs Over the Road Racing, Bad Rats, Bubsy 3D, among others. So we have a lot of horrible games to mess with on that day. That'll be a really fun marathon. And then we have more coming up at the very end of the month into next month. So there's a lot going on. Once we start late September into October, almost weekly, there'll be multiple new releases, great new games coming out, and things to do. But maybe we'll look for something as a more chill vibe. I mean, recently we retired both the Minecraft and American Truck Simulator chill streams. Basically, interest waned, people stopped showing up for them, stopped supporting them. So we said, all right, let's focus on the new games. That's what we're doing this week. But maybe there'll be time to squeeze in another chill game depending on how this week goes. What would that be? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. I'm sure there's tons of chill games that we could check out and enjoy and investigate. We just haven't done so in a very long time because we had a steady schedule of games that were doing well. Finally, that's changed, okay? So I guess we'll see how this week goes. We'll see how progress goes in all the playthroughs, and then take a look at the schedule and see, hey, has opportunity presented itself that we have a week or two where maybe we could do a new chill game or something like that. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. All right, guys. So that is what's going on with all of that. So as I said, there's one final thing I'd like to talk about, and then we will go to open Q&A. Let's talk about...
I wonder, is it support? Is it money? Is it goals? Please, Phil, don't let me down. Talk about the goals.
About this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, finally, the dry spell is over. After almost 4 to 5 streams where we were hitting no goals whatsoever, we finally hit a support goal last night for Chronos. And I'm shocked because we played Chronos as the major stream on Friday and I didn't hit a goal, but then having it as a night stream last night, we did hit the goal. Confusing, right? So, we did it, okay? Very excited that we did that. Now we're at 45 out of 50 goals hit. So what does that mean? It means 5 more goals, and then it's going to be DSP Tries It, the Decades menu from Taco Bell. It actually launches tomorrow, okay? And I'm just curious if they have it on their website yet or not. No. they don't have it on the website yet. So, let me find it again.
Who fucking cares?
Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco, a caramel apple empanada, a 7-layer burrito, and a double-decker taco, as well as, I believe, a chili cheese burrito. I think all of those things are returning to Taco Bell as a Decades menu starting tomorrow, all right? So, I'm excited to try it out. Last year, we did their Decades menu, and it was very hit or miss. Some things were good and some things were terrible, all right? So I'm excited to try this new one this year. You guys have said that you wanted me to go back to Taco Bell for a while, so we're going to do it. And I'm going to try out that whole menu, basically. I'm going to get one of each of the things that's on the Decades menu, okay? So it launches tomorrow. So we have 5 goals to go. So if we hit every goal today and every goal tomorrow, it means that we'll have 1 more to go, and we could actually do this on Wednesday, okay? If we hit multiple goals today, it means we could do it tomorrow. Do I think we're going to hit multiple goals on a single stream today? Probably not. Maybe for Silksong, but I'm really not foreseeing that for Sweet Code N2 HD. I mean, case in point, I've been doing the podcast for 25 minutes, and we haven't had a single contribution. It's slow going when it comes to JRPGs, all right? And it always has been. I am hoping that we're going to have a group of regulars who come by to have chill JRPG vibes, and they will support this stream today, I hope, because I would love to do this as soon as possible. But as long as we get it in this week, it's good. So maybe we hit, you know, a goal every other stream or whatever, and we can do it by the end of the week. That'd be perfect. But the thing is, we do need to start hitting goals consistently, all right? So, please support the streams so we can do this awesome DSP Tries It, all right? Let's get some support. How about our first support of the day right now? How about we get our first super chat of the day, our first tip of the day? How about someone becomes a member or maybe gives a member to a fellow viewer? And how about some gifted subs over on Kick? Let's go. Let's get a little bit of support to get the momentum flowing for the day, and I'll do shout-outs, all right? Now, as I said, that's it. That's all I got for today. I just wanted to give everyone an update on the schedule and all the games. So now what we're going to do is open up this show to open Q&A and see what you guys want to talk about, all right? We start off with Matt and Mike. In fact, let me type in the Kick chat so you guys can tag me over there. We start off with Matt and Mike, who says, would you consider a return to Tekken 8 for Friday Night Fights? There's a good chance MK Collection is another cash grab with no crossplay. No, and here's why.
Oh, for God's sake. God damn it. Oh, Phil said right now. My bad. I'll take that.
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
I don't understand why Phil decided to fucking not do a podcast today. Like, he literally admits he had nothing to talk about, really. And yet, he's got to drag us out for an hour before he starts gameplay. Oh my god, Prophet sent me a DM for when he talks about his RG. Wait, so you've seen the future? You have seen the future? And he goes, nuclear over soccer accounts and RGBs, oh god. For God's sake. Wait, is this a screenshot from Phil's stream? So Prophet, the screenshot you sent me, is that from Phil's stream? Or was that something that you just sent? Like, I'm just not sure what to make of the screenshot because there's a lot of random. Like, what is this? What is this information that you sent me, Prophet? Was this something that Phil shared? You said that's something special. Should I not share it then? Because if it's not Phil stuff, and it's like I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. We'll just let Phil cook. We'll let it play on.
Number one, because I haven't played Tekken 8 since February, or was it March? I think it was around February of 2024. There is an insane amount of knowledge that I would have to try to absorb in order to actually play it online against people who've been playing it nonstop. And number two, everyone who is currently playing Tekken 8 is someone who's a tryhard who loves the game and is going to be trying to play it competitively.
Oh, it's Phil's apparently. Prophet says it's Phil's. Okay, hold on. I'll share. I'll share what Prophet shared me. So, Prophet sent me this over Discord. And this belongs to Phil. What the hell am I looking at? What? G5 Pro V2 Govi H6. How many Govies do you have? Unknown device, Mike. What the fuck's this shit? Yeah, this is what Prophet sent me. It's Phil's lights, security cameras, and G5 Pro. And Phil showed us off on stream. Hang on, let's see.
It's the same as if you said, oh, you didn't play Street Fighter 6 for 2 years. Would you play it again? No. There's no point. It's too much effort. The only people who should be playing that game are people who are going to take it seriously and actually try to invest time into learning it and playing it in tournaments and the like. Otherwise, there's no point in playing it online. You will only face people who've been playing nonstop, who are try-hard mentality, who know every in and out of everything and are just going to stomp you like a summer ant. So I'm not going to bother with it. It's going to be too much time investment to even get to a level where I can beat normal people. You understand? As for the Mortal Kombat collection, you may be very well correct that it's just going to be a cash grab, no crossplay, and it might be a situation where it's just very limited time. Hey, at very least though, we will get something out of it, right? Rather than it just never playing classic Mortal Kombat, I would enjoy to at least get to play it for a little bit. Classic Mortal Kombat did have a place in fighting game history in the 90s in arcades, and it sucks that it seems like we've forgotten it and no one talks about it, because Mortal Kombat 1 was terrible, and now, there's no MK discussion at all. It sure would be good to have some Mortal Kombat back in the rotation, so I am excited for it. Even if it only lasts a month or two, let's be honest, if the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection lasts 2 months, it still lasted a month and a week longer than Mortal Kombat 1, because I dropped Mortal Kombat 1 within like 2.5 weeks, because it was garbage, right? So there you go. Okay, let's see here. Matt says, what music do you listen to? I don't listen to any active modern music. I actually just listen to like retro video game music. That's it. Lego Inventor says, what brand are your lights for the background? I would prefer not to tell you. Reason being, for some bizarre reason, people love to mess with me. And if I were to tell you the brand, who knows what they could do with that information. I don't know if they could do anything or not. But I just don't want people trying to mess with me and my lighting. All right? So, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just kidding. Who cares if you know what brand it is? It's not going to fucking affect anything. People would try like, huh? What? Of course I'll tell you. Govee. The company is Govee. Originally, I got one of each. I got an Elgato strip, I got a Philips strip, and I got a Govee strip. Okay, and I was testing different ones, and it just so happens the Govee seemed to be, I don't know, it was like a little bit easier to use, and I liked how the app, it synced better, and it was just working better, so I ended up buying more Govee, and it worked beautifully. As you can see, they're good. So, people actually thought I was serious. Yes, because if I tell you the brand of lighting, people are going to hack it and come into my setup. Anyway, so they're Govee. I don't know what else you're used. Let's see what he said, because he said something else in his message. He said, I know Philips Hue has a PC app. Oh yeah, I don't know about Govee if they have a PC app or not, but the phone app is good. Like, I actually like the phone app for this. All the lights sync easily with the phone. They have all these different scenes and things that you can set up, and it's ease of use. So I'm happy with it. Okay, I got a $5 super chat from Try Plugging It In. Says, any game recommendations for people who haven't played games for many years and have limited time? Oh man. See, that's way too general of a question. If you were to ask me like a certain genre or type of game, maybe I can help you. In general, I can't just tell you a game out of the blue. I play way too many variety of games. Like, seriously, like I just play so much. I don't know. What's the best puzzle game I played this year? Blueprints. Okay. What's the best shooter I played this year? Man. Like, I think Battlefield may be good, but, I played more Call of Duty. I don't know. I can't really answer that question without more specifics. If you can narrow it down, maybe I can answer. It's tough, though. It's a tough year. This year's been a disappointing year, where a lot of the games that came out were just way underachieving or not living up to expectations. Seriously. Another year where all the big ones kind of flopped, for me anyway. Cyber Elk, no, I've not heard about AI-generated children's books flooding the online market. I'm not really up on my children's book lore, or, maybe I should start. It's probably the furthest thing removed of anything I would hear about, but I already gave my take on AI, that AI is great if AI is used to do things that humans find as repetitive, like, menial grind-like tasks, like washing your dishes, or computing a whole bunch of calculations quickly that we don't really, there's no meaning into doing it manually. Something like that, right? You don't want AI doing creative things. So AI writing a book is probably fucking stupid. Seriously. Squirtle asks, if you're going to buy a PS6 when it releases, will you spend more money to have a disk drive equipped? Well, first of all, the rumor is that the PS6, I think he said did I say PS5? He says he's asking about a PS6. The rumor is that the PS6 will have only a attachable disk drive and not one attached. Okay? So they're basically going the route of PS5, diskless, PS5 Pro. All right? They're going that way. In the entire time that I've had a base PS5 and now my PS5 Pro, I literally only used one disc ever. One single disc. There is literally no reason to have physical media in the modern day at all. There's no benefit to it. It's the same as if you get it digitally, because when you pop that disc into your console, that's not even the game. It's just a placeholder, and then it has to actually download either the full game or the rest of the game or the day one patches or whatever it may be in order for you to play the game anyway. So I don't need a disc drive. I probably would go without it. I have no use for it whatsoever. As for when I was using my Xbox Series X, again, I never put a disc into it ever, not once. It was always just downloadable content.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah. If I'm still looking for bad games for a Bad Games Marathon, Necromunda Underhive. What in the holy hell is Necromunda Underhive? I've never heard of that one. Underhive Wars.
I want to give you, Adam, the opportunity to kind of say
I don't know what it is.
Your overall thoughts about the interview, because you're the one.
This doesn't look bad. It just looks boring. It looks very generic.
I think you're the person people probably want to hear from most.
There's a million DLCs for it, which is hilarious. Nah, I'll pass on that one. Okay.
I've met a lot of people in my life, like a lot of people that use people to get ahead.
So here's what's hilarious. All at the same time, 3 completely different accounts, 2 on YouTube and 1 on Kick, asked me the same question. Do you think I'm dumb and I don't know that you're in a restreamer's chat and that you're all just bringing something up suddenly and you're all saying the same thing, so you all say it at once? Or do you really think that I believe you have some kind of a weird psychic hive mind that you all just had exactly the same thought at the same time? Like, do you think that maybe you could space out the questions a little bit to try to make it more believable that you're not just a bunch of fucking bot accounts? So let's go ahead and ban you all.
What was the question? Hold on. What was the question they took offense to? I'm confused. Hold on. Is it about rich? Wait, velvet rope. I think I found it. Velvet rope. It was a pump going, getting more flexible with exercises. How often do you go to the gym? So yeah, these are the questions, yeah. Hold on, is there... No, the questions essentially were about the working out. Jesus, man.
So here's what's hilarious. All at the same time, 3 completely different accounts, 2 on YouTube and 1 on Kick, asked me the same question. Do you think I'm dumb and I don't know that you're in a restreamer's chat and that you're all just bringing something up suddenly and you're all saying the same thing, so you all say it at once? Or do you really think that I believe you have some kind of a weird psychic hive mind that you all just had exactly the same thought at the same time? Like, do you think that maybe you could space out the questions a little bit to try to make it more believable that you're not just a bunch of fucking bot accounts? So let's go ahead and ban you all.
You guys like pizza?
What's up, Filipino? How you doing?
I love pizza. I'm Italian.
Okay, so all 3 of your dumb LARPing sock accounts are banned, and you can kiss my ass. There we go.
Pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me?
Do I think Elon Musk will become the first trillionaire? No, there already are trillionaires. They're just not reported anywhere. The most rich people on the planet are not on the Forbes list of most rich people on the planet. We're talking about the Saudis. We're talking about some of the elite families in Europe. The actual families that control everything on this planet with money. Like the bank system and shit. But you notice they're not listed anywhere. Because they don't want to be. They're in charge, they're in control, and they're not going to be exposed or held to task for anything. So they make sure that no one talks about them. So there already is a trillionaire. There's tons of trillionaires, actually. They just don't live here. Okay.
That's some sort of... like... That was a bizarre rant about money. I'm half expecting Phil to fucking go off about the NWO. No, not the fucking Hogan thing. I mean, Illuminati stuff, not the fucking wrestling thing. I got a
$2 tip. Someone says that karaoke stream that you did in American Truck Sim was the best sim you've done in a while.
No, fucking no. No. And furthermore, fuck no. Who in the fuck is trying to get Phil to sing again? Meth person, I guess, a Saudi royal family are Jewish bankers now. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, if someone's trying to get Phil to sing again, God help us all.
Any chance of doing an actual like karaoke stream where maybe people contribute to pick songs and stuff? Well, here's the thing. I'm not against it. I think it would be a silly thing to do, but number one, all right, if I were to sing all night, like if that was the entire focus of a stream, I'd probably be shot vocally, okay, just to be honest. Number two, I'm not a great singer anymore. I was at one point when I was very young. I'm just not anymore, all right?
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So I think there's some stuff that I could do that would be fine, but a lot of it would sound terrible, okay? And you'd have to be okay with that. And then number three...
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
I just don't know a lot of, like, music. You know what I mean? Like, that night, that was like 80s, 90s night. Everyone was bringing up a song from like the 80s or the 90s, and I would sing it, because that's the music that I know. It sure is bothering me. It's not sitting right. See, look at this collar.
Iron your fucking clothes, you fucking idiot.
Anyway, that's the music I know. I don't really know anything past, like, the year 2000. So, I don't know how successful karaoke stream would be when you start bringing up modern... Hey, can you sing this song by Drake? No, I don't know the fucking song by Drake. I never heard it. I don't know anything from, like, the last 20 years. I pay no attention to that shitty music. So, you know, you'd have to be okay with that. Not someone contributes $5 and says, hey, sing that fucking Lil Nas X song. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what that is.
Burger.
So, I don't know. If it's something you guys would want, it's a maybe, but it would have to be stuff that I know. I think that it works better when I'm playing a game. Like if I'm driving in Truck Sim or I'm swinging at baseballs in MLB, then it makes sense because I'm singing while I'm doing something else. But if it's just focusing on the singing, then it's like so much attention is on the singing that everyone's going to be disappointed because you're going to realize I'm not a great singer. You know? I'm just not.
Spoiler alert, Phil. We already know that.
How did I decide to use a TV for gaming as opposed to a more traditional monitor setup? Because I was doing this before everyone had a traditional monitor setup. I've been doing content for 17 plus years. I was doing it before there was the way you're supposed to do gaming content is you have a dual monitor setup and you sit at your gaming desk and you have your webcam here and you have your halo light here and you have the lighting behind you here and your green screen is here. I did it before all of those people. So my setup predates everything that they've done, okay? I've always used a TV because my rationale is that when you enjoy gaming, you're not supposed to be sitting in front of a computer desk that's a few inches in front of your face with dual monitors, with headphones on, hanging over, squinting at a keyboard, playing like this. Oh, I'm so intense, I'm playing a game. No. Video games were always meant to be a living room experience where you're sitting back and you're relaxing in a comfortable chair or a couch, where you have open air, not headphones, open air, so you can actually hear the music or sound effects in an answer. It sounds like a theater setup. That's how it always was supposed to be. It's supposed to be a communal experience where someone can walk in and listen to you play or be a part of the experience, not a single-player isolated experience at my PC like this. That's how it always was. That's how video games are mostly designed. Do you think when you're playing an epic set piece in the latest AAA game like the new God of War, right? Do you think that they designed it so that you could be headphones and squinting at your computer monitor right here playing like this? No. They're making it sound like a big movie theater, right? Big booming sound effects and a big orchestral sound effect. It's supposed to be in a big setup. That's the point. Now, can you do that on a computer monitor? I'm sure you can. And I'm not here to sit here and crap on people who are solely PC gamers who've done that forever. But my experience is kind of a hybrid experience. Okay, I've got the big TV over here in front of me. By the way, it's a low input delay TV. It's actually one of the best rated. That's why I got it. I looked into it and researched it, and it was very highly rated for very low input delay. Had way less input delay than any other setup that I've ever used. Okay, but I'm using all PC equipment that has very, again, little latency, little delay and stuff. So I'm getting the best experience when I'm playing games. It's not like I'm playing on a laggy setup or anything like that. I'm not. All right. I have used headphones before, and I do use headphones for certain games. Like when I'm playing, Call of Duty or Battlefield, I'm going to pop on headphones. But any other game, I'm going to just have my TV speakers. And by the way, my TV speakers on this TV are also great. And because the TV is against the wall, the sound resonates off the wall back at me and sounds kind of like a surround experience. Okay? That's pretty awesome.
Bruh.
So, I like my setup.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm happy with it. If anything, yeah, could I have a slightly less input delay if I played on a monitor? Sure. But that would mean no big TV experience. That would mean having to get a different setup where I have a monitor here and a monitor there and I don't really care. I don't want the monitor in my face. I prefer to not have something in my face, actually. I like the more open air setup that I have here. I think it's a better, more realistic experience for most games, But again, what happens is one person did a setup and everyone, oh, that looks good. Everyone copied it. So then that's the standard. The standard is to have two monitors in your face. Your webcam's here. Your light is here or here. Your two key lights. You gotta have your backlight. You gotta have the certain gamer chair. Remember, everyone has the same.
But Phil, if you were the originator and the innovator, then why did no cunt copy you?
Gamer chair, everyone's the same fucking chair, same everything. If you don't have that setup, you're doing it wrong. Wrong. If you don't have that setup, you're probably an individual who has a brain cell who thinks for itself rather than copying everyone else. How many people just ran out and got the exact same setup to copy everybody else? Okay. What was my best subject in school? All of them. I was good at every subject. I usually had straight A's.
Get the fuck out of here, Phil.
And I was the valedictorian of both my elementary and high school.
Wait, you've been valedictorian of elementary school? What kindergarten was still valedictorian of a kindergarten and fucking nobody fucking drink his, eat as many crayons as filled or whatever. I've never heard of a valedictorian of elementary school. Is that a thing? Well, I've heard of it for high school, of course. Naturally, high schools, but elementary schools. Elementary schools have valedictorians. No, I'm not buying that. I need to hear that again. Hold on.
Okay. What was my best subject in school? All of them. I was good at every subject. I usually had straight A's, and I was the valedictorian of both my elementary and high school. That's true. I'm not even kidding.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Would I ever get a standing desk? Probably not. Why would I want to stand all day playing games? Cyber because I have my PC plugged into a 55-inch LG OLED TV. And mine's much smaller. Mine's what, 32? I think mine's 32 or 40. It's a small TV. It's not a huge TV by any means. Would I consider an ultra-wide display? No, I don't want an ultra-wide display. Games are really not designed natively to be an ultra-wide display. I don't want to play them that way. Which superpower would make daily life most convenient? Omniscience.
Wait, what?
Which superpower would make daily life most convenient? Omniscience.
So all-knowing, essentially. Phil wishes that he was all-knowing. But according to Phil, he is like the most knowledgeable person anyway. Phil acts in an omniscient way anyway, to begin with.
Most people play games for fun. It's different when you treat them like a business like yourself. Okay, I'll agree on that, Dark Chaos, but in what respect are you even saying that? Are you talking about my setup? No, I think that most people who have the setup, that's the PC setup, the dual monitors, everything, is because they have to be pro. Oh, I'm a pro. This is what pros do. They buy the dual monitors. They get the key lights. They do this. They do that. And I'm not. Like, I take it more like, I want to have an experience. When I'm playing...
You're certainly not professional. I will agree with you there, Phil. You're certainly not a fucking professional at this.
A new game. And I want to have an experience that, number one, is the default intended experience by the game developers. And number two is going to be the experience that's likely the most common way that people will experience the game. Most people who buy a game are not going to have the professional streamer setup. Okay? They're not. They're going to be sitting in their living room, turning on the game and playing it for an hour a night when they have a chance to squeeze it in. Okay.
This is painful. This has been a rough one to endure.
What is FC26, Daddy Big Bucks? I don't know what that is. FC26?
Football game. Well, it's football style games. Basically EA Sports games. You know, they can't call it FIFA anymore, so they call it FC.
Would you play? Could you fit in a few streams? I don't know what it is. Would I ever do a Jazzercise stream? No. What am I having for lunch today? I don't eat lunch. Wrigley, if you actually did buy a 45...
Oh, no, that's actually low-key genius. This is actually low-key genius on Phil's part. You know how he was fucking dreading... This is how Phil avoids eating lunch meat sandwiches. Phil avoids eating lunch meat sandwiches by not having lunch. Therefore, it is impossible for Phil Burnell to suffer the indignity of ever having to eat lunch meat sandwiches, because you can't be forced to eat lunch meat sandwiches if you don't fucking have lunches. That's a fucking 400 IQ player right there if ever I saw one.
Wrigley, if you actually did buy a 45-inch OLED ultra-wide monitor, you probably spent thousands of dollars, and I'm not going to do that. I never watched WCW back in the day at all. I only ever watched WWF, and I actually never saw Attitude Era WWF on TV. I saw it after the fact on demand. I wasn't watching wrestling during that era of the Monday Night.
You, Phil, that's criminal. I think it is absolutely criminal, especially for somebody like Phil, who had like a fucking whole show. Smart guys. Look, if you grew up in the Attitude Era, you were feasting well. I grew up in the Attitude Era, you know. That fucking era of Stone Cold and The Rock and all that shit, and just absolute insanity, you know, just of all. And Phil missed that. He was too busy to, I don't know, fucking, you know, hanging out in the malls trying to fucking creep on underage girls or something, I don't know. But yeah, what the fuck, man. Phil's TV, I believe, was, I'm tempted to say Phil's TV was like $700 odd, you know? Yeah. That's a great point as well. The Attitude Era exists because of ECW. Old school ECW was essentially what kickstarted the Attitude Era. You know, like, so obviously, it wasn't also just that, but the matches kind of got a little more, you know, hardcore, you know, some more hardcore elements were introduced to wrestling in the WWF, you know, and that was primarily due to the impact of ECW. You know, even though they're kind of small potatoes in the grand scheme of things, whatever, they were doing very well, very entertaining, some incredible athletes, RVD and all that, and Sabu, the Dudleys as well, all that stuff. Tommy Dreamer and all that shit, you know, all these, you know, very talented individuals. And also, that's just, I said Monday Night Wars, essentially, you know, I mean, that kind of shit as well, insane stuff there. But old school ECW is fucking insane. Like, it was like they took massive risks, and it was like, like, fuck me, man. I'm kind of, part of me's kind of glad that some of that stuff doesn't happen today, because it's like too much a risk to take, you know, just for the sake of entertainment, you know. Like cunts going through like fucking like the barbed wire shit. Like if you've ever watched Terry Funk and Sabu in a barbed wire match, that shit was too much. That was just horrible. Fucking Sabu taping his fucking arm with tape to stop the tendons from fucking falling out. Awful. That should not be. That goes beyond trying to entertain people. That's just no. It's too much.
What is up with the questions, Ian? It's just a bunch of people who are on restreams asking dumb questions. That's what it is. They're watching the restreamers, and the restreamers will say something, or they all talk about something stupid in their own chat, and then they bring the dumb questions over here. It's very common. It's not my first rodeo.
Hold on a second. Hold on, I object to that. Have I ever encouraged you guys to ask Phil Bingo a question on his stream? I don't often do that. Mainly because I'm usually well behind live Phil by the time we get around to asking him, just start a gameplay already. I'll Phil on pause. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, Raw Phil, I don't know if it happens. Raw Phil doesn't encourage his stream chat either. He just restreams Phil live. So yeah. What's all a dumb question? It could be a thing, Phil. Maybe your audience are just fucking naturally full of dumb questions.
If I were to do GTA 4 roleplay, would I be a cop or a robber? No. Am I interested in playing E33? No. I don't know what that is. I know what a standing desk is, Tron's Legacy, but I don't see what the advantage would be. Standing desks are typically for people who have a back injury, and it's actually more comfortable for them to stand than sit, because usually if they have like a lower back injury, it's uncomfortable sitting all day. So standing is a better option. You can adjust the height and everything. I don't need that. I'm good. I don't have a back injury.
What? Steve! Steve! Steve, what are you? Wait! No! No! No way! There's no fucking way. Hold on. Can we get a wellness check on Steve? Hold on. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here.
Am I interested in playing E33? No. I don't
know. Who cares about that question?
What that is. I know what a standing desk is, Tron's Legacy, but I don't see what the advantage would be. Standing desks are typically for people who have a back injury, and it's actually more comfortable for them to stand than sit, because usually if they have like a lower back injury, it's uncomfortable sitting all day. So standing is a better option. You can adjust the height and everything. I don't need that. I'm good. I don't have a back injury.
I thought I'd let it play a bit longer to see if he elaborates. There is no elaboration. The back injury is gone. It was a myth. The Seattle Air has finished the healing process. I cannot believe it's the same guy who'll bitch and whine and moan about being out all day. You know, I was out all day, I had to go here and there, and my back's killing me. I'm the healthiest I've ever been, but my back's killing me because I fucking had to carry a grocery bag from the car to the house. Jesus, man.
What are my thoughts on the sun one day exploding and all life ceasing to exist? I'll be long dead by that time, so it doesn't matter to me.
What a selfish point of view. I mean, in that regard, Phil, like, why do you even bother recycling then, Phil? Well, I guess because the state forces you to. What a selfish fucking point of view. What about the future when things, you know, what future generations, and trying to make sure we're not leaving them a burden of what we're doing to damage the planet, and feels like, fuck them kids. Not in a Derek way.
Anything else? So like I said, today we're doing Q&A, but if people run out of questions or if the questions remain stupid, we'll just end the show early and we'll do more gameplay. So far, we have literally one contribution this entire podcast. A single contribution. Now, last night, we had the goal for the first time in 5 streams, okay? Let's keep that momentum going. I want to do DSP Tries It this week for sure. I want to try the Sue's Decades menu. Let's get it going. Let's get support right now. Let's get our first sub over on Kick. Let's get our first tip. Let's get another super chat, and let's get a membership. Here we go. I'm going to use it. You ready? I'm pulling out the big guns. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to use... Oh! Here we go. Thank you to Luke Ardson, a 100 SEC super sticker. Let's see what that is, because I don't know what the conversion rate is here. Thank you so much, Luke Ardson. So that is the equivalent of $10.69. Thank you so much. That's a nice, generous contribution right there. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. Top contribution of the day. Let's go. Let's get some contributions where we can get some animations and some sound effects on the stream. Come on. Let's get some hype going. Let's get some excitement going on the stream. I want to hear some ka-chings. I want to hear some video game sound effects. I want to see some dancing characters. I want to see some action. Let's go. And now, like I said, as I was going to say, before Luke Hardson dropped a nice contribution, I'm now going to invoke the AI. Are you ready? Because as we all know, no contributions on my streams are legit. They're all completely automated, pre-programmed by myself. And what I have to do is use the keyword, the secret keywords, to trigger the AI to contribute, to get the momentum going. So now, today, on this holy 8th of September 2025, I, the king of gaming, invoke the AI overlords, to begin the flood, the influx of contributions to the stream. Let's get some support here on DSP Gaming right now.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning. Obviously, I need tips.
Did it drop? Hold on. Let's try it again. Right this very moment, this instant, right now. Ah, thank you to Million for a $2 super chat. He says AI. Thank you so much, Million. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Thank you, Million. I appreciate that very, very much. So we got 3 super chats. Well, how about we get our first tip of the day? Let's get our first member of the day. And let's get our, for goodness sakes, let's get our first sub of the day over on Kick. And let's get that going right now. Madden Mike says, can you let people on YouTube know I'm desperate for a gifted membership?
Make the bad man stop.
Well, the AI only worked once. I guess the triggers are off. What can I say? I tried. All right. All right. Anyway. The call has not been answered. The call went out. The signal went out. The beg signal. The big beg signal went out, but was not answered. Danzak did a $5 super chat. This is an AI model. I'm unable to comply with that request. Thank you, Danzak, for a $5 super chat. I appreciate that. So now we're up to 24 of support. Good momentum going. Let's keep that rolling again. Sure would be great to get some support from Kick. Gee, let's take a quick look. Over on Kick, we've got over 80 viewers watching me on Kick. Man, it sure would be great if someone on Kick could support the stream. It would be great if those people who watch me all day, every day, would support the stream. Daddy Big Buck says his keyword was asbestos. I didn't say the right word. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand that each AI has a different keyword. I thought it was all the same.
Who fucking cares?
Ah! Scared me. I legit. I got a jump scare. It actually jump scared me. Daddy Big Bucks gifted a sub to rate my sanity. Thank you, Daddy Big Bucks. It actually jump scared me. Holy crap. All right.
So basically, here we go. What I can tell you is that after this current live, DSP has not been given any more money, if that makes sense. We are 15 minutes behind live DSP, roughly, like 14 minutes, 15 minutes live behind, but he's at $29 right now with this gifted sub on Kick. He's not been given anything else since then, apparently.
Daddy Big Bucks really showing his big bucks, throwing him around with a single sub. Thank you, Daddy Big Bucks, for that one singular sub. Really flexing your financial.
Jesus Christ, man! He begs for support and he's given it. It's like, well, that wasn't enough. One singular sub. You only gave me one. I was expecting 50 or 100 from you. It's just the entitlement from this cunt, man. Nah. Oh my god. Oh hell, I don't know if I can tolerate this cunt tonight. I might just fucking tap out. I might rage quit bingo. It's too much to endure. The fucking non-stop, incessant begging. He had no topics whatsoever to talk about. For his podcast today, he had nothing whatsoever to discuss. Apart from, hey guys, you win money, it'd be great to get money, you know, just saying. And it's been this for the longest time. No, I'm tempted to tap the fuck out.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
And by the way, Sonny agrees with me. Thank you, Sonny, for gifting 20 members to the stream. That's 4 free spaces right there, which puts us up to 9 free spaces. So thank you very much for that. Very kind of you indeed, Sonny. I'm just waiting for all to come through, and then I'll read them out. Oh shit, you got to 10 more.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Thank you, Sonny, for our 10 gifted. Hold on, how many spaces do we have left? Hold on. We have 11 free spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're one away. We're one away from a full house. Oh, for God's sake.
Boom. Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Moki's joining. Moki has got to 10 members themselves, which means we've won bingo. Well, Sonny and Moki combined with one bingo. The suffering is over. God almighty. Jesus Christ, man, hold on. Put it this way, that means that we have a free space carried over tomorrow. Because we could get to 10, it basically gives us an extra free space, because we have 12 spaces left. And 13 free spaces. We have a free space carried over tomorrow, courtesy of Moki gifting at the end. Right. So, thank you to Sunny for gifting 40 members. Congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Make It With Calvin, Toxics, Mizzy TDR, George Hard R. Martin, Kenny B. Wrighton, Dave's Not Here, Fort Worth Raised, Bugle 912, Excalibur 2 2010, Mammon, Sideways Welshman, Dragonism, Site 2420, Jim R6, Chris Danks, Grandpa Joe, Monkey Anger, Claw2 Joe, Adam Almighty, SD1593, and then there was another 10 from so that was the first 20, and then Sonny gave another 10, which was for Weston Evans, Joe Rowe, Avalanche 178, Sir Toastman, Baron Von Came, Yin53, Dixie Enormous, Boogeyman Shan, Meant to Tube, and Pencer. So if you got a membership, then make sure you thank Sonny for that. Now Moki gifted 10, and those went to Derp Peters, Cadence Anime Girl, Emo Loves Lemons, God of Fuck, Raven of Chaos, Bruce Lindahl, Blind Daughter, Matt of the Dead, Good Vibes Viking, and Wyatt Helsing 98. Matt of the Dead? Steve has a fucking competitor for being of the Dead? Like, I don't know. There we go. A Steve inspired name, I guess. Steve of the Dead's younger brother, Matt of the Dead. There we go. They all got a membership. If you got a membership, then make sure you thank Moki for getting a membership there at the end there as well. Cool stuff indeed. Long story short of one bingo.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
Thank you guys very much for supporting us. This is awful to endure. I mean, part of me's kind of curious to fucking just keep going just to see what Phil says or whatever. But I know. That's the thing. That's the beauty though. We can actually just fucking just say, look, if we want to endure Phil, we could just skip ahead. Anytime he's awful, we can just fucking press the fast forward button. Yeah, we're not too far behind the live DSP as it is, you know, but we'll be out here. Oh, here we go. Should we just bail now? Should we just fucking escape now and say, fuck this shit, we're out? Like, so is it 12:26 here? We're behind DSP about 15 minutes or so. This is live DSP.
Now, no. I did it at DS Politics last year. Lasted a whopping month and a half.
Oh, God.
All attendance and interest and support dried out, and I said, fuck this, I'm not doing it anymore, so I stopped. And since things have actually been better, like people definitely showed up and attended and supported other content more than DS Politics, so what was the point of doing it? There was none.
I mean, if that does not fucking illustrate the fact that why Phil does shows like, I mean, you think, you usually talk, one of the key secrets, if you're going to create content on something like YouTube, okay, you want to be creating content about something that you're passionate about or you have knowledge about, so people can fucking resonate with that, can fucking see you have passion for that topic. Phil is just demonstrating and proving that he has no interest or care for politics, but he was trying to cash in on the subject matter. Because politics is a hot topic button, of course, on platforms like YouTube. But Phil's wishy-washy fence-sitting takes were quite uninformed and uninspired, and nobody was really fucking buying into it, and nobody fucking really liked it whatsoever. And he just flat out admitting the only fucking reason he done it was for money, and not because he actually cared about the fucking subject matter in the first place. Hey, Ramon Sanchez, how you doing? We're fucking off. we're out of here. I'm done. I'm done with the bad man. Fucking, you know, screw it. The general consensus is, like, let's fucking escape. Phil Burnell, evil, awful human being, let's just run away from the bad man and stop the fucking suffering that he is inflicting upon all our poor souls. So fuck it. All our time, I'm happy to pull a plug. I'm happy to just say fuck this shit, we're out. I'm all fair game for that. The bad man is gone. And good riddance to him for one more fucking day. Remember, tomorrow's bingo will be a smaller 3x3 card because Phil was not planning to do a podcast. Thank God for that, so it'll be a shorter fucking show. And we have one free space carried over for tomorrow's bingo as well, courtesy of the extra free space we're given today. So excellent stuff indeed. But guys, I'm going to wrap things up there for this fine Monday. I hope you all enjoy this here Monday. However it is you wish to spend it, and I'm going to end it how I always end it, by playing the today's PIG contributions made by this really talented Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow guys, enjoy this here Monday. I'm escaping a bad man. Hope you get to escape as well. I'll see you all tomorrow for more DSP Bingo. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.